Namaste, my galactic family. This is Angel Hassim. Mohrephoh from Illusory. Pleiadian consciousness here for you. My galactic family, please listen to me with your heart. Centrifugal force. My galactic family. Let's start with that. This is very, very important. Listen to me. I know a lot of you know about the truth. A lot of you. But you still question a lot of things, doesn't make sense for you. So here comes the prophets and earth angels to give you clarity of thought, we give you the access to have a broader contemplation frequency, to see things in a broader perspective, if you will. Even if you know something, we will deliver something in such a fashion that it will make you wonder even deeper. That's why we're here. And besides that, not only to clarify and to give you more contemplation, but to give you more proof that that's exactly a fact we're giving you, my galactic family. Centrifugal force, my galactic family. Centrifugal force. What is that? What is that? Well, let's contemplate on that. It's very, very important. Earth. Let's talk about Gaia Sophia. Earth. Listen to me with your heart. For the ones who are awakened, for the ones who know the truth, for the ones who really, really are awakened, the really awakened are those who are in a heart space, my galactic family. That's very important. Who are in a heart space, because if you are in your mind space, my galactic family, you will argue more even with yourself. It's, in a way, it's good, but in the long run, you will get so tired. You'll start blocking all the contemplation frequencies, and you will block yourself from more expansion, from more understanding, deeper knowing. This is where we're coming from, my galactic family, earth angels. So the difference is between the awakened and not awakened. Listen to me, my galactic family. Listen to me. It's very, very, very important. It's nothing to do with religion. There are no religions, by the way, because a lot of you, I speak with so many people live, talking face to face, The first, they are interested in any subject, yeah. But the first thing comes out from their mouth is like, just don't tell me any religion is accurate or anything, and nothing to do with religion, because you've been lied to from the devil so much that he twists the truth from God Almighty. He creates from one truth so many different religions, so many different ways to going to heaven, which one is right, which one is wrong. And people are so tired of even word religion that they don't want to hear nothing of it. But let me tell you something. What I will tell you in this film is, it's like I'm speaking about religious stuff, about religions and religious stuff, yeah. But it have nothing to do with religion, because there are no religions, my galactic family. There is no religion. There's only one prime creator. Okay, back up. Asim, go back. Okay, let's start like this, my galactic family. Maybe this is going to ring a bell. Maybe, see, the way you translate and transmute the knowing and the clarity and the avenue, which avenue you speaking from, is very important. How you will understand, how you will know. So listen to this, my galactic family. Who is there? Okay, there is no God. There are no religions. You were born from bacteria, yeah. The world is round. there's nothing out there. And suddenly, a monkey like you, have such an intellect that you can build planes, electronics, cars, machinery, things. I mean, 100 years ago, you'd be like, "What are you talking about?" And you're going to the zoo and you're looking on your grandfather, and why you keep him in the zoo? Our grandparents. If we came from monkeys, our grandparents are still in a zoo. Come on, kid, they're supposed to be in a palace. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, listen to me. God Almighty. Don't look at God Almighty as God. So even deeper, you will understand what we're trying to tell you, my God. Even deeper, listen to me. There is no God. There is only an alien. Yeah, aliens. You believe in aliens? If you don't believe in God, you don't believe in gods, and you don't believe angels. Quicker. A lot of you will believe in UFOs and aliens. Yeah. So listen to this. There have to be a one boss alien. One. There's a lot of, if you believe in aliens, come on, it's a galaxy. 400 billion stars in a galaxy. In a visible universe. You got in a visible universe. We're not talking about, because you don't even have a telescope to see further out. So imagine in a galaxy alone, the smallest one, 400 billion stars. In an invisible universe, you have over 500 billion galaxies. 400 billion times 500 billion. You getting what we're coming with this, my galactic family? Okay. So there are aliens. Yeah, there's. If we monkeys are jumping around on a ball and creating planes, plasma TV, cars, electronics, machinery, just technology. Wow, 100 years ago, this technology be like, you're an alien, if you're coming with from this time, you're going back to, 120, 130 years, go back when horse and buggy, they be looking at you, where's your spaceship? You got to be from a different world, And you're a monkey here. Yeah, you're a monkey here. Yeah, think about that. You're a monkey here. So there is no God. There is a super alien. Yeah. Erase God from your mind. Imagine that being you call God, a lot of religious people call God. He's no God. He's a super alien, a super one. The top of the top. If there are so many different aliens in the multiverses, universes, what have you, there have to be one race who is superior over everything. And in that race have to be one being who is running the show. And that's the super alien. And that's who you call God Almighty. He is a super alien. Prime alien. Super alien. Think about that. From this avenue, it's going to be very easy for you to see what we're trying to deliver in this message. Very important. So we check box, first box, check. It's okay. We got that. Okay, listen to me, my galactic family. Centrifugal force, my galactic family. So you telling me we're living on a ball and the ball is spinning, the earth is spinning. And when the earth is spinning, we got centrifugal force, yeah? Centrifugal force. Where is the equator around the ball supposed to be the most power from the centrifugal force? Supposed to be the most pull, the most power of centrifugal force. Actually, it is the biggest power in the middle of the ball when it's spinning, yeah? And where's in the centrifugal force line you call equator supposed to be water, oceans, because that's common sense, my galactic family. It's supposed to be oceans. We got the biggest deserts. When you look from the moon on the Earth is the same size when you see moon from the Earth. When you look on Earth from the moon, is the same size as you look on the moon from the Earth. Supposed to be 6 times difference. 6 times difference. Okay, when you fly, for example, from Warsaw, from Poland, yeah, you fly to London, for example. That's 2 hours. You flying west 2 hours, yeah. So it's minus 2 hours, because if you're flying, for example, from Poland to United States of America, let's simplify it for you, okay? When you're flying from Poland, Warsaw, Poland, to Chicago or Detroit, let me give you an example, my galactic family. So when you're flying from Warsaw to London, that's you make a stop in London. So minus the flight, because America is west from Poland, yeah? Everything is west, yeah? But it's not. Actually, if you're flying from Warsaw, Poland, or London to either Detroit or Chicago, it's parallel, my galactic family. It's the same, no difference. There's no difference. It's the same length flight. And Detroit's supposed to be 1 hour east from Chicago. And London's supposed to be 2 hours west from Poland. And actually they're parallel to each other. Actually the same flight. But the ChatGPT, know, my galactic family, that all the design of those so-called AI you speak to are designed by who? By those who are running the show. So ChatGPT, my galactic family, gonna tell you the world is round, because they've been programmed in a lie. So the so-called AI gonna tell you nice poems, so-called truths, but it's gonna tell you 90% lies, because it's been programmed that way. It's been programmed that way. So you don't live on a ball. The Earth is flat, my galactic family. Why is flat? Hear me, my galactic family, hear me. Compared to your higher self, and it's not somewhere out there, it's everything is happening here. Ask any channeler, I'm gonna tell you, where are we, where are they, where, when, how, when, they all gonna tell you everything is right here and right now, everything, yeah? So your higher self is right here, right now, and you in 3-dimensional reality are so small, like you are smaller than a pinky finger compared to your whole body, compared to you, how you are naturally in 5D. Because what is a different dimension? It's not dimension doesn't mean it's somewhere over there or somewhere right here. It's a dimension. What is a dimension? Size, different size. So different dimension means different size, my galactic family. Look exactly in a film with Matt Damon, Downsizing, and this is exactly 3-dimensional reality. Further out, we have continents and we have giants. Giants. Between the big giants, there were smaller giants, smaller giants, smaller giants, and the last smallest giants compared to us, Tartarians. And between Tartarians, they've been erased. I can't even mention the name because I'm not allowed to. But I'll tell you that the Tartarians, the smallest giants, the Tartarians had to dispute with the giants from North America, South America, North America. And you can read in Hopi Indians and true American history. I'm talking about Indians, not immigrants. Indians, the true. Mexicans are true Americans, not so-called white people from Europe. No, a true American is an Indian and a Mexican. That's a true. And they have in their history, they fought small giants. So when you live on a ball and there are huge giants like this, where are they hiding? What they supposed they're living. They have life as well. They have normal life as you and me, but in different size, if you will, my galactic family. So it dismisses the round earth because all the prophets, all the angels, and all true awakened ones knows that earth is flat, not round. It doesn't. I'm speaking your language. Doesn't make sense because we know it, they know it, you don't know it. That's what we're telling you, my galactic family. Very important. So there are giants out there, and look, all the tree stumps all around the world. They tell you it's a mountain. Imagine compared to Gaia Sophia, you are like ants. We are like ants right here. Three-dimensional reality is exactly created by super being, by God Almighty. Let's call it super alien, God Almighty. Created downline through archangels, angels. Super alien told his creation, go out and create and bring all back to me. And that's what's happening. It's a chain reaction. Going outwardly and then going within. If you look at previous films, Pleiadian Mohrephoh films on 6 different YouTube channels, you will see and connect the big pictures, my galactic family. So my galactic family, listen to me. You have to believe. Do you know that? Those who are in hypnosis, those who are not awakened, those who are in hypnosis by the devil, you don't even know. You're doing this unconsciously. You have to believe the earth is round. You have to believe the earth is round. But you don't need to believe the earth is flat. You don't need to believe the earth is flat. Why? Because it is flat. You don't need to believe in that because it is flat. Long time ago, maybe that was, it was not easy to deliver this message, but right now you got an internet, you got on a frequency. Gaia Sophia you are on a little bit higher frequency, even if you are still in a hypnosis by the devil, by the system. Still, whatever I'm mentioning to you, something is not right in your mind. Maybe you're not agreeing with everything what I'm saying to you, but where are the stars? They landed on the moon. Where are the stars? Whoa, where are the stars? You tell me, where are the stars? Where are the stars? Tell me. Tell me, my galactic family, where are the stars? They landed on the moon. Where are the stars? And you look exactly on the flights. Look exactly, my galactic family. Look exactly on the flights. How the planes fly. And you will know, my galactic family, that Earth is flat. Because it's mentioned in all major religions. There are no religions. There's only one super alien who give everybody the same truth. See where I'm coming with this, my galactic family. So, look at the film Downsizing with Matt Damon. Downsizing. And this is exactly three-dimensional reality. And yeah, you can walk up to the dome. Yes, there's a dome above us. Yes. There's an ocean above us. Why? Because in four-dimensional reality, we are underneath in four-dimensional reality, inside of the ocean of four-dimensional reality, on the bottom of the ocean of four-dimensional reality, was created a huge dome. And this world you call three-dimensional reality, Gaia Sophia, is right here. We are here. And a lot of you be like, doesn't make sense if it's artificial, if it's made on the bottom of the ocean in four-dimensional reality as a construct. What about the moon and the tides, of the ocean? It's simple because Gaia Sophia, it breathes. That's a living being. That's why you got tides. Goes in and goes out because Gaia Sophia, she breathes as well. It's a living being. Everything is alive, my galactic family. The stone is alive. If we could tell you exact the truth about entire of the creation, it'd be too much for you. It'd be way too much for you, my galactic family. To come out from this experiment, because three-dimensional reality is not only a school, it's an experiment. Humanity is an experiment, my galactic family. It was designed. That's why it's very small, because if something could go wrong, it is so small, it will not bother no one. But still, even if it's so small compared to the other dimensions, there are few things are not allowed. Like, we're not going to even mention in this film, but you know exactly, if you awaken, you know exactly what we're saying here. About those things the evil ones doing, with the firecrackers, if you will. You getting what we're saying here, my galactic family. So this affects the para-realities, because you have to know, doesn't matter what's the density, where you are, you're always connected to para-realities, always, because doesn't matter if you are the most dense reality or the most like in a spirit reality. Everything is the same. All this energy is just a different frequency. Everything is flexible, malleable. Everything, my galactic family. So if you look at the flights, the tides, Gaia is breathing. That's why you got tides in, tides out from in the ocean. And it's designed by God Almighty. That's why it's mentioned in all the religious texts that there's ocean above us. They didn't go to the moon. The moon is under. Moon and the sun is under. It's between the dome and the clouds. The moon and the sun is between the dome of God Almighty and the clouds. So when you're flying a plane, you can see exactly what we're saying here. So you know by now, my galactic family, that you need to believe the earth is round, but you don't need to believe that it's flat. And some brother told me that doesn't make sense. Well, what are you saying here? Read that again. Read that again. Read that again until you're going to be like, oh, now I get it. Now I get it. Yeah. I need to believe the earth is round, but you don't need to believe that it's flat, because it is flat. And in the middle of three-dimensional, in the middle of the dome, God Almighty created the connectivity between para-realities, different realms. There's a sun on a different frequency. It's more like compared to our sun, it's like a black light, if you will. So a lot of time you see solar eclipse, my galactic family. It's not actually the moon blocking the sun. It's the sun underneath three-dimensional reality, because everything is magnetic. God created with this dimension spins on a different frequency, and it's all magnetic. Everything is spinning. Everything is responsible with magnetics. God Almighty created, because everything is energy. And so-called stars you see, those are frequencies coming from the ocean, from four-dimensional reality. But yes, further out, you coming from four-dimensional reality, you coming out from the ocean, and you have giants. You have different world. But a lot of beings look exactly like you, but they're giants. They're giants. Angels, archangels, even bigger than you in fifth-dimensional reality. So imagine how big they are. They're huge. All the trees, Why they've been taken out from here? Okay, because you probably wonder if it's on the bottom of the ocean. Because you have to know, my galactic family, that this experiment, this test in the bottom of the ocean in four-dimensional reality didn't happen just now for you. It was built millions and millions and millions of years ago. It's not only you here in this dimension that we are tested, that we have this experiment in this three-dimensional matrix, if you will, here. But before us, there was thousands and thousands of different species, my galactic family, civilizations, who had their own experience, if you will. And after us, I give you another 950 years, 1,000 years from now, and there will be no more humans here. There will be a different species have their own experience here. And we be watching them. Do you see where we're coming with this, my galactic family? So, the Earth is flat, my galactic family. We know it, but I'm just delivering this message to you. So do your own research. Do whatever you can. Listen to me. Do whatever you can to prove to yourself that you are on the ball. And before you know, you're going to be like, whoa, it is flat. There's no doubt, because it is flat. Everybody, even the first man who landed on so-called on the moon, he mentioned to all of you that they never went to the moon. First Polish astronaut who so-called been in space, and they asked him, tell us the truth. Is it really flat or is it a ball? And he mentioned to the gentleman, I'm telling you, it's flat. It is flat, my galactic family. So the only reason the darkness wanna keep you on that frequency of the so-called ball, because it's easier for them to manipulate you. See, it's not only the darkness manipulate you through fear. All this fake corona or this fake HIV virus, all this fake. The viruses don't exist, my galactic family. Come on. You are awake and you know exactly what I'm saying here. You know, not only through fear, that who is your enemy, who is your friend, but big majority of controlling the populace through few families. It's actually 13 families. That's why how many stripes you have on the American flag. And they keep in a corner all the stars, all the musicians, all the stars of the world. They corner them. You see on the American flag, it's designed on a purpose. So all the movie stars, all the star singers, all the stars of the world are cornered by the 13 families. You see how that goes, my galactic family? So through symbolism, through fear, and through keeping you on a ball, it's very easy to manipulate you, because you are in unconscious fear. Why? Because I came from the monkey. There's nothing out there. I am on a ball. Nobody's gonna save me. There's no God. I am on a ball. I have to be in a protective mode 24/7. You know, it's unconsciously they building your ego through your instincts of an animal. That's why they lie to you and they tell you it's a ball, but it's not. It's flat. The Earth is flat. I'm telling you. Do your own research, and you will see. Call any airport. Call any airport, and which flights are the closest to each other on a round ball, and on a flat map. They will tell you. Call the airports. Call the airports, and see for yourself. There's a lot of proof. What I'm saying to you, what we're saying to you, my galactic family, that is true. But It's only up to you. Are you willing to unhypnotize yourself and be free? Or you still wanna hypnotize yourself and be in your little bubble? I am Renegade, member of Family of Light, Systems Buster, available for altering systems of consciousness within Free Will Universe on call.